Man, this looks so beautiful. Man, imagine Persona 5 on a PC-centric, like a front-loaded, I'm not sure how I want to put this, just like an even better engine that's currently running on, one built around PC gaming. Oh, good God, the colors. Is this not already 4K ready? It would suck if it weren't. Not that I'm able to currently display 4K on either my TV or computer screen, but okay. For the record, I have barely even touched Persona 5 proper, which is weird considering how much I love Persona 3 and 4 and like every other shit. Well, technically, it's a Megami Tensei game. Shin Megami Tensei is a more specific technical spin-off of Megami Tensei. But I've loved every other Megami Tensei game that I've played besides Devil Survivor, which I, for many reasons, do not like and in some ways loathe. English, of course, it's like one of the few JRPGs with quality voice acting. I'll probably use that in maybe side content or when I'm doing New Game Plus or when I have free time and I'm thinking about it, I'll change to that music, but I'll mostly keep it with the regular soundtrack, which I'm sure is just fine. I'm curious if Meguro wow, did this soundtrack as well. I mean, he's not the only one that does the Persona soundtracks, much to people's surprise when they find out. It's not just him, but it is a lot him. What? Is this gonna be not a problem for you? Oh, I love it. Pyro Jack!
Alright, let's begin the operation.
Okay.
That was one hell of an entrance, Joker. They're all riled up. Just keep at it. Go ham until you've drawn every last bit of attention.
This was a problem in the intro to Persona 5, but... Attack special, okay. Oh my god, the audio-visual overload. I almost want to turn off... Oh, give me a second. Stop, okay. Oh my god! I need to change how fast I can turn the camera. Okay. Perform a Showtime attack. Y and B. Okay. Neat. And that's that. Wow. Wow, she's got some hops. I might be liking this more than the Persona 5 intro. Musically, of course. Wow. Who? Oh. Is this some sort of Bloodborne crossover? He looked exactly like Father Gascoigne. Exactamundo like Father Gascoigne. Joker booped me. Only feels... Hey, it's been a while. It only feels like that because you always forget to reply to our texts. Wait, really? I mean, I've just got a lot of stuff to do. I suppose it's been a little while for me too, hasn't it? For me as well. I had no money, so I lost service. Oh, control pad. It's not often that a game actually forces you to use the control pad for something that could easily be used with the control stick. Long time no. How is everyone? I'd say I'm doing well. It's quite late though. Shouldn't you all be studying for the finals? Nah, I'm fine. Unlike Ryuji. Okay, so back up. It's been a while. So I guess these guys, they're still they're still friends. They're just not talking nearly as much as they used to. They made it sound like they had been on break and are just now coming back. Did they not get together during school hours, or maybe even a little bit after school? I mean, I guess they're just kind of contextualizing how, oh, it's a sequel. People might have been away from the game for a while, and now it's a new story or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much on it. Anyway, here's what I really wanted to say. Since it's almost summer vacay, why don't we go together? Why don't we get together? Not a bad idea. Yeah, you guys want to go on a trip? That sounds like fun. Perhaps Kyoto. That would be a nice place for a vacation. No way, Kyoto trips are for high schoolers. We're now almost not high schoolers. Sweet, we should get together somewhere and plan this out as no longer high schoolers, but almost not high schoolers. Where at? Where else? Let's meet at our usual spot. Let's meet at when the hideout be the usual. Well, I guess, is the usual spot the roof? I guess I'll find it. The hideout being the coffee shop. The usual spot being the roof of the school? Roger that, leader. This game's already filled with mystery at a certain police department meeting room.
And next on the agenda is the series of incidents involving unusual behavior in public.
I didn't think about the Persona 5 tracks still being here. I know more about the soundtrack to Persona 5 than I do about the story. In fact, I'm probably going to have some major plot points of Persona 5 spoiled for me during the course of this, but God, the Persona 5 soundtrack was so good.
First, we have the Vice Minister of Finance. As you're all aware, he had some sort of episode during a diet session Q&A and abruptly confessed to document tampering.
Seems like an odd place to do such a thing. Austere woman.
Soon after that, 3 Sapporo Central councilmen confessed to bribery and publicly resigned.
Oh, we stole her hearts.
Next, the well-known author Mr. S. He held a press conference and announced he was retiring from writing, returning his books awards, and deeming his body of work garbage.
Seems like the kind of thing some very opinionated, passionate teenagers would do.
Then, a newscaster suddenly got down on one knee, confessed his love for his co-anchor on live TV, proposed to her, and got shot down. Lastly, the Director General of Criminal Affairs unexpectedly stripped off his clothing and ran around HQ until successfully detained.
Something amusing to you, Inspector Hasagawa?
No. Excuse me.
Was he in the first game? I don't know.
The vast majority of these cases have been interpreted as nothing more than bizarre outbursts.
But they're people in power who suddenly break down and just start acting erratically. That should not be considered just simply
Time and again,
that.
every instance involves a sudden change in personality. Furthermore, None of the individuals involved had any known psychological
That
issues before their
too.
incidents. Therefore, we can surmise that these cases are the result of an external influence.
Aren't these just coincidences? Are you really implying someone out there is using mind control?
No. I don't think he's implying that. I would simply think intimidation, bribery, that kind of thing.
The cases I listed are only a small sample of this behavior, which appears to be happening across the entire nation.
Sounds like the Phantom Thieves to me.
I want silence. Proceed with the report.
Thank you, Commissioner Kaburagi. As you've realized, or at least as one of you realized, these cases are very reminiscent of last year's change of heart epidemic. The top brass have concluded that this is indeed the work of the Phantom Thieves.
What?
You will investigate each of these incidents yourselves, as quickly as possible. What I expect from each of you are two things. 1, to assemble enough evidence for a successful case. 2, to do so as quickly as humanly possible. The higher-ups are hell-bent on closing this case. I do not know why. It does not matter. All that matters is producing results. Your suspect is the leader of the Phantom Thieves. Show me a thorough investigation of his entire life.
They just simply know who I am? Okay. I don't get it. How did I manage to, like, escape is that what happened at the beginning of Persona 5? And somehow I got away from that, and I've been living free and going to high school and my classes like nothing happened. How did that ever? I guess I gotta play Persona 5 to find out.
It's been a while since we rode this to Yongenjaya, huh?
Now for today's train news. All the news that's fit to be about trains. Today's headlines are... Oh, this isn't about trains at all. Anyway, confession of document tampering. The Diet is in chaos. The Diet is in chaos over the Vice Minister of Finance's confession, and the power struggles have flared. Members of the Vice Minister's party have refused to comment across the board while the country awaits his court summons. In business news, fledgling IT company Mattis reported record first quarter profits at a conference earlier today. Mattis's earnings have exploded largely in part to their new virtual assistant, which, if stocks are any indication, is gaining fans fast.
We're almost there. We haven't seen everyone in so long. I know it's stupid, but I'm getting kind of nervous.
Me too.
Well, who can blame us? We're on our way to see Lady On. Oh, we finally made it.
I feel like Morgana's kitty art has changed, but...
Hey, hey!
Yongenjaya. Yeah, I forgot how he pronounced it. We may have been gone for only half a year, but it sure brings back memories. Okay, let's get to LeBlanc post-haste. I wonder how the chief's been getting along. Okay. No. I thought I was going off the beaten path. Hold on a second. Oh my god, doesn't this make you wish Persona 5 were on PC? Oh, soon enough. Soon enough. And it's 60... was Persona 5 at 60 FPS? I don't think it was.
So,
Hey, that's Takemi's clinic. Maybe we can go see her later. Oh, I want to see that woman now. I had kind of a crush on her during my very early time with Persona 5, and then that was the end of my time with Persona 5.
Let's go.
Come on, you can go shopping anytime. We can go now. Let's just relax at LeBlanc for a bit. Looks like they've got a lot of random stuff like always. A lot of it's so interesting. Let's look at it. Okay, fine. Haha, psych. Oh, I thought there'd be more alleyway to look at. Okay. Well, here we are. Doesn't look like things have changed much. All right, let's go. I'm curious to what extent they went their separate ways. Because again, you'd think they'd at least be able to hang out during school hours, at lunch, during their thief work.
2, 3.
You guys!
We get you or what?
Oh, come on, they're not letting, I forgot his canon name. Talk yet?
Did you get taller? Looks like you've been doing fine.
I am fine. Very fine.
It's gotten hot.
Wink.
You care for some iced coffee? You working
Hey,
for
you guys
Fox now or
hungry?
something?
Aw, Mona's practically purring.
Hey, old man.
Boy, were you surprised. You guys did all that for us? Talk about a greeting.
You popped some sort of... I forgot what those are called, but you popped the firecracker and yelled surprise. Thanks.
We hadn't seen you in so long, we knew we had to do something. We figured the best way to get you was to have boss let us in early.
Privileged asshole.
You're looking sharp.
You know, I've always appreciated the goatee. Same to you, old man. Did you get even older, old man?
On second thought, maybe the only thing that grew on you was your mouth. I'm sure you all have plenty of catching up to do. But I gotta open up soon. Go ahead and take it upstairs. After all, it's your room. Have a good time. No problem. You can just pay me back working the counter.
Since when did you pick up the hip young lingo like no prob? Maybe you're not as old as I thought, old man.
Deal. Now, thieves, to the hideout.
Oh, so the usual spot
Just when I was enjoying the peace.
and the hideout are the same thing, so... Silly me thinking I had a choice in the matter when it came to dialogue and Persona.
You never fails to disappoint. You really never change.
Won 3 of my finals in one day, too. I was freaking out. I had so many makeup lectures in a row, I almost wasn't able to come over today.
Then I win. I only flunked 1 final. You two are the same as always. Can't you at least take your classes a bit more seriously? Ooh, watch out. Miss President's gonna unleash her fist of justice. Jeez. Will you please forget about that already? So is college life all it's cracked up to be? Yes, it's going well.
Oh.
I've been using the time to take
Oh. Oh, they're now in college. Oh. It's just so rare to see that in a JRPG featuring younger, protagonists. They're usually like high school age. It's so weird. It's so weird to see Persona characters now starring in their game, like they're now in college. That's so weird. They're always high schoolers.
I've been busy too, but it's also a lot of fun. For example, I've learned how to selectively breed certain vegetables. A minute flat.
How about you then? You're the one we're most curious about. You doing okay back home?
It's pretty nice.
Well, that's a relief. Even though you seem like you'd be fine no matter where you ended up.
What's that Futurama quote? I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Well, I've been getting by too. Without you around, it's sort of like stuff is just kind of bleh.
Oh, thank God I wasn't the first one to say it. Yes, I've missed you so much too.
Of course, he's our leader. It's only natural. That's right.
Oh, I'm blushing here.
Once a Phantom Thief, always a Phantom Thief.
It seems so nerdy in retrospect. Can't we call it something more cool, like the shadow? You know what? I honestly can't think of anything better. Fine, keep it as is.
I'd say we start coming up with summer vacation plans. Anyone have any ideas?
The Great Shadows. No, I figured they would hilariously come to me immediately after thinking, oh, I can't think of anything better. I still got nothing.
Oh, right. We should figure that stuff out. You're fine to stay here through all of vacation, right?
Well, how about a trip, guys? Come on, we've got a whole month to rage.
Let's go beat up some shadows. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Homework? Blah. Not only do you have homework, but you're third years now. You need to start thinking not just about graduation, but post-graduation.
Yeah, no, stop. Don't bring that up. Not now, please.
Okay, so some of them are still in high school. I figured Futaba would still be in high school. I just forgot what all their years were. Okay.
Back to the topic at hand. If I may suggest Kyoto, I'll find an abundance of inspiration if we tour each temple and shrine. Oh, the sheer wealth of beauty I can witness in a whole month. I can hear the treasures of our history calling to me.
Yeah, if it's a month-long art tour, I'm totally gonna pass.
Plebeian.
A trip does sound nice, but what if we all went camping first? We can all go hiking and stuff during the day, and even throw together a barbecue at night. Barbecue? Aren't those always the big gatherings for people who socialize IRL? Sounds fun.
What are we doing now?
What's happening to me?
Kicking summer off right with a barbecue buffet. Sounds badass to me. How about you?
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you, Ryuji. Don't forget the veggies.
Good point. A proper meal needs a bit of color to it.
I was being sarcastic. Bring on the beef.
Does sound rather fitting for the summer. I like the idea, but we'll need an awful lot of vegetables to balance it out.
Huh. A barbecue is one of the few things in this world that can pull me away from art. Our history's treasures can wait a bit longer.
Choosing food over art. You sure your priorities are solid there, Inari?
All right, our first reunion party has been unanimously decided. We're going camping.
And with that settled... Emma, list recommended camping gear.
I have compiled a list of items recommended for camping. There was a sporting and travel goods store near 705 in Shibuya. Customer reviews rate this as the best relevant store in your area.
Ooh, what's that? The virtual assistant, Emma. You haven't heard of it yet?
Oh, I think I have. It knows, like, basically everything and does all sorts of stuff for you, right?
Oh, yeah. It's got this, eye that thinks for it.
Right. Right. So just sit down, shut up, and let it talk.
I think you mean AI, not NI. Right. It stands for Artificial Intelligence. It can search all kinds of databases, conduct navigation, manage your schedule, even talk out logic problems and stuff with you. The makers go on about how you can ask it anything and you'll get the best possible answer. I remember seeing a demo of one on TV the other day. They You were showing off its functions and talking about how it's the next big thing.
Yep, that's it, all right. Pretty solid tech, considering it's roughly 1,000 times smarter than Ryuji.
Shut up! That sounds kind of cool, though. I bet it'll tell us where all the best ramen shops are.
Yeah, you should all download it. I'm telling you, it's the bee's knees.
I suppose it'd at least be handy if we ran into any trouble while camping.
That's a good idea. Why don't you get it too?
Conform, consume.
This is Emma. I'm pleased to meet you.
I already have it.
Please provide me your name.
Ah, this is where you do it. Oh, type it in. I know how to spell. Okay. I know how to work buttons. I almost pressed my computer screen. Help. How? Oh, you know what? Oh, configuration. This is what I've wanted since the beginning. Oh, thank God. I was worried I couldn't change that. I mean, maybe hard? Maybe. I played hard on, the Age of Calamity, the new Hyrule Warriors. The skills carried over from that probably don't apply to this. From what I've seen, this game is actually surprisingly challenging. Let's do it. Yes.
Thank you.
I guess. Thank you, baby Seymour.
Again, I am Emma, your helpful virtual assistant.
Looks like you've got it figured out. I sent you all friend requests. Please don't blow them off. Well, should we split up and buy everything Emma's listed for us?
Let me handle everything.
So hot out.
Give me an excuse to go exploring.
We just went through all the effort to meet up at the hideout, yeah? So let's make the most of it.
Indeed. I have an absolute plethora of discussion topics for us to mull over. Particularly matters such as modern art and the possibilities within it in our current age.
Yeah. Anything but that.
That should hardly surprise them at this point. I'm sure their character quirks have worn thin on each other by now, and they're just like, yeah, let's just do what the leader wants.
Thank you for treating us all to curry, boss.
Don't worry about it. Just think of it as sort of a welcome back gift. Plus, with
Baby.
hanging around again, it'll be nice feeling like old times.
Same here. Thanks again. We'll be back soon.
I probably should have had my first name actually matter. Because, like, in Japan, their last name apparently is more relevant than their first name. So I figured it would default it to Seymour, but we can go with this.
Well, see you tomorrow.
Baby.
You know, it was nice talking after so long.
Okay, let's get to shopping first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta get everything Emma listed up for us, right? Then we should meet up by the Buchiko statue in Shibuya. See you then. Don't go forgetting, okay?
And don't go forgetting about helping out behind the counter either, okay?
I was a bit rusty at first, but I helped out around the cafe before returning to my room. I'm exhausted from all the excitement today. Let's call it a night and get some sleep. You'd want that, wouldn't you? Sofa. Work desk. There's so much to see even around my own room. Thank God for that objective marker. I would not be able to find where I go to sleep. Morgana, hi.
Hey.
The view from here brings back memories.
Oh boy, does this bed bring back memories. It's nice to see everyone doing so well. Chief seemed to be the same as ever too. This place is just as great as I remembered. So, we're camping in a couple days, huh? Talk about a way to kick off your summer vacation.
Let's visit tons of places.
That sounds great. Well, we should get some sleep. Good night.
Say it, coward. The name's Baby. I must be beat from all the traveling. I can tell that I'm drifting to sleep right away.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I'm curious what happened to Igor, but I think I know the answer.
I know not whether to rejoice or bemoan this reunion. Regardless, I must perform my duty.
Now I really know the answer.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. The expression you bear now tells me you already know the reason for your summons. I must warn you of the danger threatening to consume both yourself and the entire world whose heart you strove so greatly to change. A most loathsome prison has manifested. Your appearance is ironclad evidence of this. You have become a prisoner of fate yet again.
Why the long face? That sounds great. That means things are gonna start happening. What do you mean? What do you mean? You should know.
Even now, plots to lure you into a disastrous fate. Confronted by this evil will, your own cries out. Rise against it. My name is Lavenza. As one who rules over power, my duty is to witness the path you take. Should the world continue down its own current path, all that awaits you is destruction. Have you the resolve to defy such a fate and face the distortion that yet again threatens your world?
You know it.
That is the trickster I know so well. What awaits you ahead
We know each other, but yet you had to reintroduce yourself.
even greater hardships than before. However, you must never forget.
Always by your side.
The time
Should I not be unnerved by that? You always being by my
Let us
side.
meet again soon. Until then, pleasant dreams.
Hopefully, sometime soon, I'll learn to accept that as a comforting feeling. Whether you want to call that getting used to it or Stockholm Syndrome, whatever.